Hey, yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Son Rondu, and welcome back to the Fusion Struggle Podcast, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything whenever we want. With your host, with the most, go ahead and do a toast for Ghost the Rebel.
Skibbity bop 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 beep beep. Skibbity bop bop beep beep. What's up, y'all? And you can't forget about the man, that boy, the sage himself, Rondu.
Yeah. Let me talk to him.
Very fitting. It's very fitting that you did that.
Yeah, it's actually, you know. But it actually coincides what we are going to be talking about today on this podcast. The banger of the summer. The summers of all slams.
Got me tingling.
The hottest pay-per-view.
Woo!
Or I guess in this case PLEs, but I still
Premium live event. Okay.
SummerSlam predictions.
Woo!
With your boys. Oh. Ooh.
Not only
Can
is
you feel
this
it, brother?
special, listen here. The reason why it's extra special is because you and I will be there live.
In person.
Ford Field, baby, Detroit.
Ooh. And let me just say this. It has been so long since I have been to a live WWE event.
How long we talking?
Last time I went, I think I was about 9 years old.
So yesterday.
Yeah, okay. But in retrospect, yes, it's been quite some time since I've been to a live WWE event. The last time I went to a live WWE event, I think it might have been Raw 300 episode or the 500th episode. This was around the time when, back when Punk and Orton was feuding. So yeah, this is like back when Punk was, I think, World Heavyweight Champion, and yeah, like that was the last time I remember going, and oh man, it was so live, man. Just being there and experiencing that as a kid, you know, it was great. But now, as an adult, you know, being there or going to be there, it's going to be nostalgic, but also, I don't know. I don't want to say it's a scary feeling because it's like, you know, it's. I don't know. It's just, this is weird to describe, you know, like the amount of emotion and just being there, you know, it's like going to a concert, you know what I mean? And I haven't even done that either. Never been to a concert yet. So yeah, just, I guess just being there and being in the moment, taking a trip with my dog, my buddy, my brother, my dog, my buddy, my brother. It's, This is gonna be the one for the ages, you know what I'm saying? Especially since we're both huge wrestling fans, and it's gonna be crazy.
All right, here's the thing. I was listening to you the entire time, but I was also looking up because you had said the 300th episode. I'm like, that seems kind of low. Granted, Raw has been around since the dawn of time. Jesus Christ, BC, AC, ACDC. So the 300th episode was in 1999. So I don't know if you remember that. Maybe it was
800 episode.
Maybe it was Raw 1000. That was around 2012.
Nah, I didn't. I was in third grade.
Damn, you was in third grade. So what? Wait, 9?
So like 2007, 2008. Cause okay, I can tell you one of the matches. It was the hard.
But no, I'm gonna let you finish. My fault.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I remember one of the matches. It was the Hardy Boys versus the Brian Kendrick and MVP.
Oh my god! What? That? Yeah, that was definitely around that time.
Yeah, so 2007, right?
You know what's funny with you saying that? That's the last
What?
time I went to a live event.
2007?
2007. It was WrestleMania 23 in Detroit, Michigan, same building. Look at that.
Funny.
Look at that.
Damn,
Successful
so
fusion.
we coming back.
Absolutely.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me just make sure I was.
That is
I was 9 years
crazy.
old. That is crazy. Damn, so we're going to be back in our live event in 2023.
Wow. That is 16 years.
Woo.
That's crazy. That is a long time.
Oh, man.
It's just... Oh, this card just looks good. And we're going to be going through it. I don't think this is like the official lineup, but the hype is there. The promos have been good. Stuff has kind of been like telegraphic. What? Telegraphed? There you go. It's been a long day. We both just came out of work and we're just, we're out here hustling. Content creators. Okay, that's what we do. We're not even content creators. We're just creators. So, pardon us if we're like exhausted, exasperated, all those thick words, but if you want to go ahead and start with the SummerSlam Battle Royal, we can go ahead and do that. Very random, but, it is what it is.
Okay, so if I'm going to be completely honest, I don't even know who's in the Battle Royal. I think the only two people that I do know that's in it is LA Knight, Santos Escobar. I think that's it. Because it's for the United States Championship, right?
Nope.
Then, yeah. No, it's probably not.
It's really just a bunch of randos. So I thought, first of all, the U.S. Championship is not on the card, which I guess that's fine. What's going to end up happening is the SmackDown after SummerSlam. So next Friday. Also, at the time of the recording, this is August 1st on a Tuesday. Right before SummerSlam, we just had the last Raw before SummerSlam. Not too shabby. But the SmackDown afterwards is going to have Austin Theory versus Santos Escobar. But I think Santos Escobar is still in the Battle Royal. It's just a bunch of randos. I know, like you said, LA Knight's in it. Sheamus is in it. Shinsuke Nakamura is in it. Tommaso Ciampa's in it. Just a bunch of people. Like, that's pretty much it. You know how they are with Battle Royals. You think LA Knight's going to win?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
There it is. Oh, my gosh. Super fan over there.
I think the one thing about all this, there's a lot of people, or I've seen online, that a lot of people are upset that, LA Knight is not being pushed because of, his age and everything. But at the same time, it's like, look at Damian Priest. You know what I'm saying? He's Money in the Bank holder currently, and I think he's, 39?
Is he?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of people.
Shit, he's 40!
He's 40?
I had no idea. He's 40. Oh, wow. He looks great.
Like, I knew he was I didn't know he was 40, but I knew he had to be somewhere in his mid to late 30s at least.
Bro, I thought he was
still,
early 30s.
I was thinking 35 max. But yeah, no, I just I don't know, I just think it's kind of weird, that as far as being put over, it's just cuz I honestly thought he was going to win the Money in the Bank. I mean, once again, I was cool with either Damian or him winning. But ultimately, that's not what happened. Damian Priest ended up winning it. I was cool with it. But yeah, I just, I don't know. But Triple H said that a lot of good things come to those who wait. So I feel like at some point he may win the title. They're probably just doing one of these build-up sort of things because he's already over. You know what I mean? With the crowd and everything. So I don't know. I feel like there's a possibility that he could win this, but at the same time, they're probably gonna have something better in store for him. I mean, I don't really know. They haven't really built too much of some. They haven't really built enough for me to kind of like really speculate. Plus, I don't really pay attention all that well. So yeah, what do you think?
I hope he doesn't win, just so that the internet and everyone else can lose their mind because they don't get it. I see it as clear as day for the most part. They're probably gonna give him like the Daniel Bryan treatment, that he was completely over, super over. He's not being properly pushed, but that's like the genius with it. The more he's supposedly not pushed, the more he's going to get pushed. Because the crowd's gonna let you know who they're like rooting for anyway. Look at Money in the Bank. Everybody thought that he was gonna be Money in the Bank. Me, I'm like, I hope he doesn't win it. Just to stir chaos, and I am an agent of chaos, but I feel like continue to not give the crowd what they want, and the crowd would want it more, to where maybe, let's say, Survivor Series. He can go up against Austin Theory, take that US title, because y'all ain't doing shit with him for good reason, because I don't like that man, or boy, whatever. But yeah, just, I feel like expecting him to win the Battle Royal is just like, you can go bigger. He's LA Knight. And to be honest, if you want my real thoughts about LA Knight, he's okay. He ain't great in my eyes. It's just my own opinion, so don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. And plus, I shoot back. He's okay. I've seen one full match of his, and it was probably like, I don't know, 3 minutes. But he's just... he's literally The Rock and Stone Cold, which I'm not saying is bad. It's just not for me. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I talk to you. How do you feel?
That's literally what everybody... Okay. Fusion struggle! That's literally what fucking everybody says. He's The Rock. He's Stone Cold. He ripped him. I'm not saying that this is what you're saying, but at the same time, like, what the fuck? I mean, he's been doing the same gimmick since he was in Impact.
Was
you know what I'm saying? And he was good back then. Yeah.
Oh,
like if people really go back and look at his work before then, they wouldn't. They're just now seeing this, and because we know The Rock, we know Stone Cold, and I feel like a lot of people are like I said, they're doing comparisons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not seeing him for what his like. They're not seeing him for him. You know what I'm saying? And looking at his work.
But what is him though? What is he though?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm not saying he's a carbon copy or like. It's just
like, what's his character?
Yeah, like who is the man under LA Knight? Because all I'm seeing is just Stone Cold and The Rock. Even down to the moveset. He hit him with the, what was it, the Uranagi, which is basically a rock bottom. And then the blunt force trauma, which is definitely a modified version of the stunner. I'm like, well, there it is. So.
Yeah, but everyone has recycled that move, though.
Yeah,
everyone
I know,
has. And I don't, which is weird because it's like the first person to use it was Curtis Axel, right?
Yeah.
And then from Curtis Axel, it went from Adam Rose. It went from Adam Rose to fucking.
It went through.
There's another wrestler that used it in WWE. Yeah, like that move is so recycled to where it's like, okay, I'm sick of seeing this shit. But when LA Knight does it, and I'm not trying to sound like a fucking fanboy, even though I know it's exactly what I'm trying. That's what I'm kind of sounding like. But when LA Knight does it, it kind of does it with grace. Like he's making that his own move, which is cool. I mean, it's not his own move because everyone has used it before him. But when he does it, it kind of makes it seem like he's doing it with grace. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you're saying.
Like, okay.
If the comparison of Stone Cold wasn't there for me, I would agree. But since that thing is there, I'm like, that looks like the stunner. Like, of course he would have that. So it fits the profile, and I don't want it to fit the profile. That's my gripe, but I'm just me, and I'm gonna stand by it.
Yeah, but like let's say that Let, but like, let's say that you did take away that Stone Cold Rock comparison. If you tried to look at it from your, like, say you didn't even know who the fuck Stone Cold and The Rock was.
Okay.
Like, if you just took those two away and you looked at LA Knight for the character that he is today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would rock with it.
You're okay? Yeah,
but that's the problem.
That's
we know who Stone Cold and The Rock is. It's like the whole thing with
I know that.
Chad Gable and Kurt Angle, or even Jason Jordan.
Okay.
It's like right when they got up to the main roster, I'm like, well, we already know where this is going, and they kind of went that route. But Chad Gable, like, you can kind of tell he kind of made his own groove that he kind of separated from Kurt Angle. You know what I'm saying? But with LA Knight, for me, it's just like, damn, you're literally
he's not making that move. Yeah.
Whatever. If he wins, he wins. Great for him. Cool. But I just want people to shut up. Like, just push the man. Like, push Gable. How about that? Push that man. Push Ali. Don't get me started on Ali, bro.
I think he's gonna. Oh no, that match already happened.
What, the North American title?
Before we actually continue with the SummerSlam card, how do you feel about Dominic Mysterio winning the North American title?
I like it. I hope he doesn't have the title long. And low key, with the triple threat, I was hoping that he would lose it to Ali.
I did too. And here's another point that was brought to my attention about Dominic Mysterio holding the title, which makes completely sense, and I'm actually kind of upset that this nigga has yet to lose it. So we all remember when Solo Sikoa had won the North American championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
What bothers me is that right after he challenged, oh boy, what is his name? He's fucking fire. Carmelo Hayes for the title, he had to vacate it. But Dom can just win it when he's been on the main roster and not lose the title. Like, it's weird, and it's not really making sense, because it's like, if we're gonna be technical about it, then Solo should still have the title. I mean, he beat Hayes fair and square, right? But it's like, what are we doing? Because if that's the case, Solo never should have lost the title. He shouldn't have never had to vacate it. But since Dom's on the main roster as well, why does he get to just go to NXT and take the title and defend it, win it, or defend it, still win the match, and still hold on to the belt? This could have been Solo's run. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my personal opinion. It just doesn't make sense.
Dog, you brought up a magnificent point. I totally forgot about that with Solo. That is a great point.
Yep.
Wow. Nah. So, yeah, because Solo should... Imagine if Solo still had that title with the bloodline still in full, right? That would have been amazing. That's a great point. But obviously, I feel like they're keeping it on him the way that they are because of the whole dynamic of the Judgment Day. Finn is the only one that doesn't have shit. But we're gonna talk about that in a second. But that's a great point. How do you feel about Logan Paul versus Ricochet?
Whew. Logan Paul versus Ricochet. You know what? And you know what's crazy? I actually saw this feud coming.
I think we all did, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think this match is gonna be a banger. Now, we can definitely put the whole personal feelings aside about Logan Paul away. As far as a performer, as far as him being a performer, he's been doing his thing. Athletically gifted, of course. I ain't gonna lie, when when I saw that fucking springboard clothesline from the both of them, that shit was kind of crazy.
Yeah, the spot was magnificent. It was beautiful. It was glorious.
Yeah. But, and I ain't gonna lie, him being a heel, I feel like his mic work has gotten a little bit better. He's more fluent, because he's an asshole in real life, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, I think this match is gonna go crazy. Now, who do I have winning? I honestly want to say Ricochet.
Okay.
I want to say Ricochet because this is like, honestly, I feel like this is like his not his first real feud because he's had plenty of feuds, but as far as being on the main roster, he hasn't even really been getting that much of like the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when he was the Intercontinental Champion, like his run wasn't even all that good. Like, he didn't make it prestigious. Like, I mean, it's not his fault. I blame the writers, but you know what I'm saying? Like, his run just wasn't that good. But I feel like ever since he's gotten to this thing with Paul, I feel like he's starting to kind of get the light that he deserves and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I don't put it past my mind that this match is gonna be crazy. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of great spots, a lot of dope moments. Hopefully the finish is good. Yeah, I think this match is gonna go crazy. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know my thoughts about the fucking. Anyway, if I'm putting shit to the side as I'm rolling my eyes so hard, yeah, it's gonna be a banger. Absolutely, some high quality spots, some stuff that we probably haven't seen before. Definitely gonna be a highlight reel. I really hope Ricochet wins. I really hope that Logan Paul, throughout his tenure with the company, he never wins. Because he hasn't won. Well, okay, he won that one match, the year prior at SummerSlam? Great. Cool. I hope that's the only one that he wins. But no, he did win at WrestleMania 38 in that tag match. Okay, fine. I hope he loses then. For real. I hope he loses. I hope Ricochet defends his girl's honor. I don't know if you watched Raw last night.
No, I saw it.
Oh, man. I hope Ricochet beats the dog shit out of Logan Paul for that Samantha Irvin spot. I'm like, oh, hell no. No, you didn't. Not Samantha, though. Oh, on national TV? Man, you get your ass mollywopped in the back. But it's going to be a good match overall, you know, and that's all she wrote.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm cool with that. Next match, we have Ronda Rousey versus Shayna. I don't know why I keep saying Shayna. Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler. Say it with me now.
That's what I said.
You say Baszler. I don't know. My fault.
I said Shay. Oh, you see, now you got me fucked.
You got it. One time for the one time. Clean.
Shayna Baszler.
That man is majestic. Okay, you got it.
So I feel like this match has been years in the making. I think this match is going to be a great match. I think it's going to be a fire match. I pray to the gods, the wrestling gods, that this is a fire match, because if it ain't, it's going to be some shit.
I mean, it's contested under MMA rules. Now, I don't know if that's like WWE MMA or legit MMA, but okay.
Well, they are also partnered with the UFC, so...
God damn it, you're right. I totally forgot about that.
So...
Okay.
This actually might be something good. I think that, I feel like... I think they're probably going to give it to fucking Ronda Rousey.
They're gonna what?
I think they're gonna give it to Ronda.
You think they're gonna give it to Ronda?
I want Shayna to win. Like, that's my dog. I want her to win. But I feel like because it's like the dynamic that they have with the character, how she's the baddest woman on the planet, this, yada, 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 and how she was so dominant during, what was it, 21? What was it, 20? When did Kofi win the WWE Championship?
When who?
When did Kofi win the championship? Was it back
WrestleMania 35, which is WrestleMania 20. No, WrestleMania 5! 2019. Correct.
Okay. So I'm assuming, so Ronda walked in as champion but lost the titles to Becky, so she had to win sometime around that year.
Yep.
So I'm just thinking about it from the dynamic of her being dominant and everything, being the most dominant woman in the UFC, yada, 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 versus, you know, Shayna Baszler and everything. So I don't know. I just feel like they're looking at it from the aspect and how dominant she was during that time, and also her being dominant in UFC versus Shayna being the underdog, you know, but also being the NXT Women's Champion. Because I think she was also a champion in UFC, but I don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I feel like they're probably gonna sit here and give that to her. That's what I don't know.
Low key.
Like, what are your thoughts?
Low key, this might be the one match I'm most hype about. Because the video
Why
package,
would you say that?
the video packages that they threw yesterday, boy, when I'm telling you chef's kiss, they did that. They put their foot in them video packages. They got me immersed in shit. I'm like, okay, because prior to it, like as Shayna did the turn and they're having like their whole back and forth or whatever, I'm like, okay, they're probably gonna give him like what, a good 4-5 minutes or whatever. But these video packages made you really feel, or at least for me, they really made you feel like this shit really mattered. Like the whole dynamic and the whole storyline is there from the beginning. Prior to Ronda going to WWE, they've been in cahoots. Shayna has been living at Ronda's house. They tied that in. I'm like, damn, they really trying to like make this special. And they got me. If this is Ronda's going away from the company, hey, give it to Shayna, dog. Shayna ain't never been the same since that fucking fiasco of WrestleMania 36 during the pandemic when she should have won against Becky. And after that, it ain't never been the same. So it's just like, bring Shayna back, please. Shayna was way long overdue. She should have been Raw Women's Champion, my fault. From like the fucking tear that she went through, going through the Elimination Chamber, beating everybody. And then it was the most logical thing to do for WrestleMania, and they didn't do it. And ever since then, she ain't never been the same. So I'm like, if y'all gonna do it, put her over Ronda, and then boom, there you go. Because in my opinion, Ronda don't need it. If she wins, the crowd's gonna be pissed. That's probably what the company wants to happen. It's just like, then what? Then what you gonna do with Shayna then? So I'm going Shayna all the way. MMA rules, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know what that's gonna be, because you know how sports entertainment and MMA really don't go together. Hell, you might as well just do a fucking fight pit. But whatever. So we'll see. But Shayna all day.
All right, cool. So far we have Ricochet. We both agreed on Shayna Baszler. Now we have... Whoa! Let me stop.
I'm about to say, like, because Discord cuts you out. I'm like, what did he say?
Oh. I did the whole whoa.
Oh my god, it's going to be so loud.
So we have Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar.
Oof.
So
3.
I want you to take this one away, and then kind of like let's play some basketball with this one.
All right. Now, theoretically, right? No, not even theoretically. Logically, my fault. Logically, the cards should be in Cody Rhodes' favor to win in this trilogy. And I feel like they're definitely going to go that route because afterwards, matter of fact, I don't even know what you would do with Cody after he's done with Brock. Probably try to pester Roman a little bit. I don't know. Like over the next few months, we got Survivor Series coming up, which is going to be in Chicago, which I found out, which is great. I can't go. But I kind of want Brock to win. Just to stir. This is chaos. This is my chaotic decision. Have Brock win. Now, the thing is, though, this whole time after Night of Champions, rumor has it that they were supposed to like bring in a stipulation that we have not seen in a long while, and there's no stipulation. So this is straight up just a normal match, which is why y'all could have did 3 stages of hell, but you know, whatever. Cody's gonna win. The program is great. Love it. But they're definitely gonna give him like the whole underdog thing. Great. Dramatic ass. Sure, have Cody win. I love it though, but I would like Brock to win. Let's see. What do you feel about it?
So I think I might have brought this up to you. Maybe not, but this was kind of brought to my attention. I can't remember who brought it up, but I feel like what they're doing was they're trying to recreate Dusty Rhodes' hard time storyline.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I am currently reading an article off of the Sportster. Now, for those who don't know who Dusty Rhodes is, which is fucking impossible, Dusty Rhodes is the father of Cody Rhodes. Obviously, fucking given the last name, but he is the American Dream, baby. One of the best wrestlers of all time. I feel like what they're trying to do, like in the modern days, once again, they're trying to recreate the hard time storyline with Cody Rhodes currently. You know, from being the undesirable to undeniable. You know, because we all thought he was gonna win at WrestleMania. It didn't happen. Goes to challenge Roman for the title next night. Doesn't happen. But Brock Lesnar shows up because, like, we all know he doesn't need another fucking title. And he kind of just proved that, like, all right, I don't give a fuck. Let me just come out and, you know, do my thing. But then, turns around, F5's Cody Rhodes, and does the damn thing. So, I don't know. I feel like they're trying to make him not even the underdog anymore. I feel like what they're doing is kind of like what you said, what you wanted them to do at LA Knight. And that's in regards of not giving the Daniel Bryan treatment, but kind of like not give the fans what they want. You know what I'm saying? So that when Cody finally gets to that spot, he actually feels like that he's like deserving, and the crowd's like, okay, we finally, like, that's hard times. You know what I'm saying? Like we here now. You know
Interesting. So, okay.
Yeah. I don't know why it fucking took me that long to get to that point. I'm so sorry, everyone.
That's interesting. We just literally did like a whole 180, you and I, of the whole LA Knight thing and the Cody Rhodes thing.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Fusion struggle, baby.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That was a lot.
It sounded like you were winded. Drink some water with me, bro.
Oh, fuck. I don't even have any. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. You're not yourself when you're not drinking water.
I'll drink air.
What? This man ran out of air. I can't wait for the Cody verse, though.
Wait, say that one more time, brother.
I can't wait for the Codyverse.
The Codyverse? What is that?
Oh, dog, the Codyverse. So this is after his first time being with the E. He's in the Indies, he's in AEW. There's this thing called the Codyverse. And it's basically the whole polarizing thing of John Cena. How some love him, some hate, a lot hate him. It's a push and pull kind of thing. It's gonna happen in the E. It's naturally gonna happen. After he wins against Roman at Mania 40, there's gonna be like, yay, Cody, you did it. But over time, he's gonna exhibit a little bit of some heelish tactics. And it's gonna be like, yay, Cody, we love you. Boo, Cody, you suck. And it's just like, it's gonna be kind of like John Cena all over again. You're gonna have too much of him to where it's annoying. But you're gonna have those diehard people that still love Cody Rhodes thick and thin. But that's the Codyverse. Everywhere he went, whether it be Ring of Honor, AEW, anywhere in the Indies, the Codyverse just happens. Look at what happened to him right before he left AEW. This man has had 2 returns within the promotion, and each time, like, he'll get the cheers like, yay, Cody's back. But then here come the Codyverse. Right back, it's like, we love you, Cody. Fuck you, Cody. I'm like, oh, well, here we go. And he knows that's the thing. So it's going to happen in the E, naturally. You can pump in crowd reactions all you want. The fans going to let you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, Cody's he's gonna win. Brock doesn't need to be, he can go away. He made all the money in the world again, so he doesn't need to do shit. And he's Brock Lesnar. He can take the loss and it won't really matter at all because he's Brock fucking Lesnar. You hear that in a dark alley, boy, give up. You can't outrun that man.
Shit.
That boy runs as fast as a fucking jet. Like, you can't outrun that man. That's the only man
as big
that
as he is. He's so
right.
fucking fast.
That's the only man I know consistently can lift up the steel steps with ease and mollywop people. I'm like, bro, I'm scared of him.
He literally grabbed the steps, hit him, and then walked away.
Literally. You know how people be
like
struggling with the steel steps? Like, oh my God, I can't. Oh my God. This man's like, boop, throws it like a fucking Lego piece. Like, no, that's it.
That shit was crazy.
But you want to talk about a hard-hitting match? We got to talk about Drew McIntyre versus Gunther. Who you got on this one?
Whoa. I have bet against Gunther so many times, and honestly, it has never worked in my favor. So I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to go Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre is going to take the title off of Gunther. Because, quite honestly, he just renewed his WWE contract. We didn't know if he was going to come back or not. Why wouldn't he come back if it was not to win the title? I mean, come on. Like, what are we talking about? He got screwed at Clash of the Castle. He should have won. Not gonna lie to you. Those titles would have looked fuego with him. But that didn't happen. They still kept it on Roman. I think he had another opportunity for the WWE Championship. I can't remember. But obviously didn't win it. Then there was that triple threat match between him, Sheamus, and Gunther. That match was fucking not just hard hitting, but that was a solid fucking 5-star match as a whole. And then yeah, I think Drew has it in him. I really hope that the writers and people in the back know what they're doing, giving Drew this W. I have no doubt in my mind that this match is going to be 10 out of 10. Definitely going to be some big meat, slapping on some big meat. Pause if you will, or not. It's up to you. Uh, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. What do you think, bro?
The chops that we're gonna hear live is gonna be inhumane. Like
Woo!
these chops is gonna sound like a fucking whip, like just a thunderclap, like if you will. It's gonna be just some carnage, and I can't wait for it. Low key, I keep reading the fucking name Gunter, right? And I know they have a trademark on it, whatever. Call the man Walter, please. Like oh my god, just
bro. I was
Walter
fighting
would
the
just
fucking
slap
urge to call him Walter. I was so two things. I was fighting the urge to call him Walter the whole time, and then I heard your ass talking about some. Oh, please just call him Walter. That would slap. And then you said, huh? I'm just like, dude, yep, slap.
I just need just call him Walter, please.
Like, oh my god, it's not that difficult.
It really ain't. Like, of course, that was a Vince McMahon thing. I'm just like, during the pandemic of all things, too, I'm like, we ain't gonna talk about the whole origin of like how that actually started. Because boy, oh boy, this is why Vince McMahon, knock on wood, and I know karma. The universe is listening to me.
Just don't say it. Just don't say it.
I ain't gonna say it, but if you know, you know. If you don't, look it up. You're gonna be like, what the fucking hell? But anyway, just call Walter. It got that oomph on it. Just like, and I need Samantha Irvin to just be Walter. I'm like, yes. Walter just sound just menacing. It sounds way more menacing than Gunter. Don't get me wrong. The way that Samantha Irving announces Gunter is magnificent. Anyone else that tries to announce this man does not have that fucking finesse, and it doesn't have that fucking punch to it. But man, I don't give a damn if y'all have a trademark, copyright, whatever. I don't care. Just call the audible. You got all the money in the world. Reverse that trademark. Call the man Walter. Please. Like, cause it has that end level boss feel to it. And it's just like, oh my god. As for who's gonna win, Walter. The only reason why, well, not the only reason why, because Walter low-key is the real chosen one. Or ironic how this is, because we had the chosen one in Drew McIntyre, but nah. Gunter is actually the next in line, for sure. And he's this close to eclipsing the Honky Tonks record as IC champion. Look at what this man has done with the title. This title has not been defended on a premium live event prior to him in 2 years. For whatever fucking reason. But now Gunter has put prestige and fucking, girth into this fucking title to where it actually gives a shit. Right? So I'm like, IC title, oh, damn, here we go. It's like, kind of like the Roman thing. Who's gonna dethrone Gunter? Because whoever's gonna do it is gonna get all that juice that Gunter has put into the title. And we already know what's gonna happen after Gunter loses it. It goes straight to the world title. So I'm saying Gunter, and I know Drew came back. Great. They must have something really... You know what? I got a prediction on this one, right? So Gunter's going to retain. Drew's going to lose. He's going to still go on a babyface tirade where he's just going to like be squashing people, yada, 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 whatever. Slowly but surely, he's going to start to turn heel. And I feel like after Gunter loses to whomever, hell, I say give it to Chad Gable. Why not? That man definitely should have had a singles run yesterday. But let's say, hypothetically, give it to Chad Gable. Cool. Chad has the title. Imperium maybe disbands. I don't know. I don't want them to. But let's just say, hypothetically, Imperium disbands. Gunter wins the Royal Rumble 2024. He goes to WrestleMania. Doesn't matter who the world champion is at the time. Gunther is going over. He's slowly becoming like babyface. What's lurking around the corner? Heel Drew McIntyre. Bada boom, bada bang. They're going to run it back. And maybe Drew gets it. That's my prediction. But Gunther's going to win at SummerSlam. I just said a lot. My fault. Not really. I'll take that back.
I don't know. I mean, to have him hold it that long, I mean, it's not uncommon. I mean,
it's only a few more days.
Roman. Huh? Oh, yeah, true.
I think it's only like...
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't put it past all that to happen. I've been definitely waiting for heel Drew McIntyre for a while now. I think he's had a good babyface run, but it's just time to see that ruthless side of him again. So, I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I think this is going to be very, very interesting. And as far as the storyline, see how this pans out, I think it's going to be interesting too. Just to see what happens next. Okay. Next we have the WWE Women's Championship match. Asuka versus Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair.
This is a weird one.
This is weird. And I have some predictions. Not even prediction. Well, yeah, I only have one prediction who's gonna win. And it's kind of already irritating me. And I feel like Asuka should do her own thing. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But as far as prediction who's going to win the championship, I feel like they're gonna give it to Charlotte. No whys. Or any explanation. That's
because it's Charlotte Flair.
Just Charlotte. I think she's gonna win and become the very first 15-time women's champion. Oh God, just hearing it.
No. I refuse. I refuse.
I already know who you're gonna go for.
Who am I gonna go for?
Well, Bianca.
No. Usually I would.
Interesting.
I feel like Asuka's going to retain.
Interesting.
Because here's the thing. The cool thing about... The thing that sets Bianca away from Charlotte is that when Bianca is all... It's kind of like Cody. It's all about the chase. It's all about the redemption. Like, yeah, she lost the title, but like that climb back... It's just going to be magical versus Charlotte. There is no climb. She doesn't climb anywhere. She literally, they give it to her or they snatch it from like whoever has it. And then it is what it is. Look at all the title reigns. And speaking of Charlotte, I'm going to go ahead and put not only 2 cents, but a whole fucking $1 into this, what I'm about to say right here.
Go for it.
It don't matter how many reigns you had in a company. What matters is quality. What do I mean by that? Charlotte is a what? A 14-time, maybe 15-time, 14-time world women's champion or women's world champion? Great. That's a great number, I guess. A lot of those titles were transitional title reigns or paper champion title reigns, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Versus Bianca on the main roster has had 2 title reigns. Raw champion and SmackDown champion, both of them lengthy and magical. And this is undisputable. You can't, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Tell me one Charlotte title reign that was memorable. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Wait, you're...
I'm not really asking. It's rhetorical.
Oh, like, I'm not a fucking fan of Charlotte. I don't know.
It's just like, Charlotte, don't get me wrong. Okay, 14-time women's champion. Okay, great. Cena's been like that too. Okay? He's had like a little bit more like length, pause, as far as the title reigns. But it's just like, Charlotte, you're good. You're borderline, you could be a GOAT, low key. But it's just like, okay, you're the queen. You can get the title anytime you want. Okay, that's great. You can also lose that title very quickly. Okay, so I'm just saying, versus Bianca, there's so much untapped potential still, and we're still scratching the surface with her. You can do so much with her. You don't need, like, Bianca is it. Bianca is her, low key. Like, you can give her the title and she's gonna make it mean something. I'm like, she's low key the Brock Lesnar out of that whole division. Asuka is a tricky case because they've done so much and so little with Asuka, especially with the Kana thing. It's like, she just won the title. The title in this situation seems like an afterthought, which is sad because the main focus is Bianca and Charlotte. Now, if and when Asuka loses the title, that's pretty much it. Like, I feel like that's the end of Asuka, sadly, and I don't want that to happen. But what more can you do? Like, Kana is like it. That's like the last hurrah, which sucks because I love Asuka. Every time she's on the screen, I'm like, you go, Asuka. You tell them to fuck off in Japanese, Asuka. Go ahead, Asuka. But this one just, it sucks. It sucks. Like, Asuka's gonna win. She's probably gonna do the program with Io. Or Io might do the program with Bayley. Bayley might go back to like for real heel and go up against Io. And I don't know. Asuka's in a weird spot, but she's going to retain at SummerSlam. And they're definitely going to save up for either Bianca and Rhea at Mania, or Bianca and Flair at Mania, or whatever. But Mania is going to circle around Bianca, Charlotte, maybe, Becky, and Rhea. That's it. It's them four. And Asuka's in the background, sadly, but we'll see. Or Io's gonna cash in on Asuka for sure. So we just don't know when. Maybe Survivor Series? I don't know. But Asuka is gonna go over. Or she might get cashed in on at SummerSlam.
That's it. That's the interesting thing, though. I feel like if what happened, I could definitely see Io Sky versus Asuka, for sure.
We need that one.
I can definitely see maybe Io versus Bianca if she wins. I mean, that's mainly in my head. I ain't gonna lie to you, Bianca versus Io Sky. But I can definitely, I would want to see Io Sky versus Asuka. That'd be dope, for sure. I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of thoughts running through my mind. I mean, like you said, with Asuka, like, this is like her last hurrah, because it's like when she came back as Kana, that was the huge thing. That was the dope thing. I just feel like if she does leave, she should go back to NXT. If not NXT, then New Japan, because she was thriving in New Japan. So that's my only thoughts about it, big dog.
Yeah. And then we turn our attention to the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. I don't know if you want to take this first, or you want me to just go ahead and spearhead it. Like, what you want me to do?
Should go for it.
Oh, boy. Damn it. Well, you done did it to yourself. Okay. First of all, this program, great, spectacular. Now, since we were talking about the whole Dominic Mysterio thing earlier with him being the North American champion, you look at the Judgment Day visually, everyone has something except for Finn. Now, he was unsuccessful at Money in the Bank, kind of via distraction from Damian Priest. They're low-key teasing this whole thing of like if they can they coexist? That whole fucking stick. Stop doing that. Shut up. It's their job. Like, what are you talking about? But someone's getting kicked out the Judgment Day. Most likely it's going to be Finn, which I don't want that to happen because I really love the Judgment Day. Like, they're just really goofy and serious and really good. And, like, keep them forever like the New Day, in a sense. But when it comes to Seth and Finn, they're going to give it to Seth. Oh, hold on. Before I even say that, I really want Finn to win. I really do. Look at the scenario. Seth and Finn for a title again at SummerSlam. Just look at just oh my god, look at this again. Like, just give it to Finn. However, if you're gonna give it to Finn, Finn is going to get cashed in on by Damian Priest. I don't know what you do with Seth. Maybe you do a triple threat at, I believe the next premium live event is No Mercy. Funny enough.
Yeah, but that's for NXT though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's NXT No Mercy.
So going back to everything, so Payback. Ooh. Okay. Finn's gonna win. And then Damien's gonna cash in on him. Because look at Payback. That sets up the theme. Payback. Or they might just give it to Seth. I'm going for Finn. Which inevitably will be Damian Priest. But there you go. Finn/Priest as the World Heavyweight Champion.
Oof. Do you think that JD McDowell will come out and help Seth?
Get the fuck out of here.
Not Seth. Sorry, I meant Finn. I don't know why Seth was on my head.
Say it again.
Do you think that JD McDowell is going to help Finn?
Help him win?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me think about this. So, JD McDonough comes out. He helps Finn win. So, Finn is the world champion. So, presumably, JD is in the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, right.
God damn it. Oh, my God.
It's sinking in, right?
Oh my god. Okay, so is there a cash in or no?
So that's going to be the tricky part, right? Because apparently Priest is supposed to be leaving Judgment Day.
Really?
At some point. Yes. So I think that because Finn is champion and Priest has the briefcase, there's going to be a lot of tension. Because everybody knows, and even Damian knows, he wants to cash in. But he can't because that's his boy. But what really matters most? Being the face of the company or having your boys back? And Judgment Day is full of backstabbers. I mean, come on now. Let's be honest. So you really think that Damian Priest ain't going to take his chance becoming champion?
That's a really good point. The only thing that I'm concerned with around this whole thing, doesn't matter what scenario, is what do you do with Seth? Because, like, again, rumor has it that, like, he's having complications with his back a little bit, maybe. But, I don't know. Like, Seth is kind of, for me, Seth is one of those people that he's so good that he doesn't need the title. Like, he's the man regardless. So, like, it's kind of like the whole thing with, well, I don't want to say the Universal title because we already know how that ended up. But he's just good. He's just too good. He doesn't need it. So, I don't know, maybe have him go away for a little bit. I don't know, but then what? It's just, but I like your idea of having that tension week to week. Like, you gonna cash it on me? Like, we boys. Like, what you gonna do? Like, you gotta cash it on Roman. You can't do it on me. You could do that. Y'all, you could do that for a while. Okay. But JD McDonough, that means Finn's out. But Damian, I feel like Damian Priest fits the Judgment Day way more than Finn.
Yeah, I feel like that's more his group than it is
Yeah.
Finn, because having Finn, it was just weird.
Because Finn can do damage by himself. I mean, so can Priest, but still, it's just like, just keep them all together, man. Stop breaking up families. Look at the bloodline. We ain't learned shit. Well, okay, well, Roman was a narcissistic gaslighting son of a bitch, so that's different. Fair. Okay, you got it. So you going with Finn? We both going for Finn?
I'm going for Finn.
Let's go for Finn. Now, I'm looking at this list, and there's one major keynote that I forgot to mention that could happen. I hope it happens, because the pop would be fucking crazy. Let's run it back a little bit. The Intercontinental Championship. Gunther wins. Guess who's gonna come back? I hear voices in my head. They come to me.
Damn, nigga, you didn't even give me a chance.
What do you mean? What do you mean give you a chance? You're supposed to say with me.
I was about to do the whole. Okay, is he black?
Oh, you're about to do the whole 20
No.
questions. No, fuck all that. This podcast is already long.
But yes, Randy Orton comes back. That would be crazy because Rhea needs to be put in her fucking place.
Wait, what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Where are you going with this? We're in 2023. Hold on. Where are we going with this?
I don't give a fuck.
My God.
I think that Rhea Ripley needs to be put down. She's been running rampant, thinking she can put her hands on talent. The women, of course, understandable, but the men? Equal rights?
Get your ass out of here. Get your ass.
I think it's time. For Haas to eat an RKO from
Sir.
the man himself.
Sir. Police. Sir. No. Out of all people, you're going to sick Randall Keith Orton the third on her?
You're damn right.
Nah, dude. You know, okay. Hear me out. Let me replace
If it ain't her, then definitely Dolph.
Hell no. No, I got the perfect one for you.
Look.
I got the perfect one for you. It's not going to be Randy. You know who it is going to be? Solo Sikoa.
Woo-hoo! Look. What would you rather take? Would you rather take a super kick from Dolph, an RKO from Randy, or a Samoan spike from Solo?
We do this every podcast now. There's always a what would you rather take. All right, so an RKO, a spike, or a super kick. I'll take the super kick because it don't look that good. Damn, I said it.
A super kick from Dolph?
Yep.
Dolph's super kick be looking kind of lethal sometimes.
The way that he be doing it, it's just it could be better. It could be better. I've seen better.
I mean, nothing will ever top HBK's, but...
Oh, of course, the king of super kicks, but it's just like... Hell.
Okay, let me rephrase. Would you rather take a super kick from Shawn Michaels,
Fuck.
an RKO from Randy,
Okay.
or a Samoan spike from Umaga?
Give me the RKO. Now, if you would have said punt, get the fuck out of here. But RKO, I'll take that one. A spike, leave my throat alone, chief. Pause. Oh my God. The super kick, that got too much oomph in it. That got too much like passion and force and just, golly, pause again somehow. Am I okay? But the RKO, hey, listen, whatever. Just RKO me and just leave. Just don't back up in the corner though. What you doing? There ain't no part 2 to this. Stop it. Fuck.
Oh shit, that's funny.
But Randy Orton coming back, if he's good enough to come back, because back surgery and back problems is no fucking joke. But that pop would be huge.
All we need is one RKO, and it's just for Rhea.
Yep. That would be a good program, too. Babyface Orton versus Gunther. You could probably do the whole RK Bro for a little bit, and then turn Randy back heel. But we got too many heels, though.
ain't nobody else doing anything.
I mean, yeah, he's so much better as a heel. Randy Orton is that heel. When it comes to best heels in the business of all time, Randy is definitely like top 3 for sure. That nigga was devious. Had me cursing at the screen when I was like 17 and shit. Livid. This is like pre-Twitter for me, especially so. But then, brother man, we got the coup de grace. No Finn Balor, even though he's gonna win.
The main event.
We got speaking of main event, we got Tribal Combat for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. We got the main event himself, Jey Uso, versus the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the man that has had the Universal Championship for more than 1,000 days, Roman Reigns. Who do you got, brother?
That's gonna be a hard one. That's a hard one.
Woo!
This is a hard one. I really want to say I have no fucking idea. I really don't. That's my honest answer.
I love that.
Because so much can happen in this fucking match, and I just don't know. Obviously, there's always the possibility of Roman winning and retaining his title. But there's also the huge possibility of Jey Uso finally dethroning Roman Reigns. After 3 years. This is Jey's story. Sure, we got Cody Rhodes and everything, but this all started with Jey, and it should end with Jey. He is the most deserving out of the Bloodline group. He's destined to do this. No one else should dethrone Roman but Jey. And also, here's another thing. Seth Rollins also said it. Seth said, well, shit, if I'm not the guy to dethrone Roman, Jey Uso's definitely the guy. I mean, what else needs to be said? Cody will have his moment next year. It's set. But right now, in this day and time, that title is Jey's. Now what's gonna happen? Oh God. Quite personally. So it's a trial by combat, right? So in Samoan culture, trial by combat basically means that even though last week Friday they did put hands on each other, is that it's just supposed to be one-on-one. Nobody else interferes.
Bullshit.
Into that match. I know. We already know what's gonna happen. That no one is supposed to interfere with both combatants, right? Because it's a whole disrespect thing, and whatever happens for the person that disrespected that wish of the combatant. It's a whole thing. So I feel like obviously Solo is going to interfere. It's either gonna be Solo or Heyman, but I could definitely see Solo interfering. Jimmy comes back, lays waste to Solo, right? But I feel like also, I think this is gonna be kind of weird, but I feel like one of the elders is going to be watching. Like one of the elders is gonna be there, and one of the elders obviously being Rikishi.
Okay.
So I think he's going to be there. And if Jimmy isn't going to be the one to step in and stop the interference, then it's going to be Rikishi, right? But
Mm.
but because Solo is so unhinged, he's probably gonna I don't know.
He's
My
gonna
mind's
spike
everywhere
his
with
own
this shit.
man.
He's gonna spike his old man, and that's when Jimmy's gonna come, lay waste to Solo, and it's a lot. I don't know, bro. Like it's there's so much going through my head with this shit. But it's like, am I too far off? Because Solo he has that Umaga trait.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He's unhinged. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What do you think? Like, am I tripping?
You're not tripping. I fuck with. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So first of all, who is gonna win?
Oh,
I know you say you don't know.
I don't know.
But you gotta pick one, dog. You gotta pick one. Pick with your heart.
I gotta go with my Oos. I gotta go with the big Oos. I gotta go with Jey Uso, the real chief.
Okay. Okay.
I gotta go with Jay.
Okay.
This is his story, dog. You know what also be crazy too? I know this isn't gonna happen.
Uh-oh.
But I think this shit would be so crazy. Now we all know that Umaga's son Zilla Fatu made his debut
All right.
in the indie scene.
Okay.
He did his old man spike, the
Okay.
old pickup, throw down. What if?
Okay, I'm already ready for the rebuttal, but go for it.
What if, right? As Solo is, rampaging, right? He gets ready to spike Jay, and out of nowhere, we see somebody else fly into the ring and delivers a Samoan spike to Solo. Takes off the hood, and it's Zilla Fatu.
I ain't gonna lie, you had me in the first half, Chief.
Okay, well.
Fusion struggle. It's too early. We don't even know who he is. I mean, we know who he is, but no one's gonna know who he is versus like Solo being in NXT. He was there for some years and then he came up like, oh shit. Like naturally it's gonna happen. We don't know who Zilla. Is it Zilla or Zilla?
Zilla.
We don't know who Zilla is. Like,
I call it, yeah.
You would have a better chance of the Rikishi situation happening. Because we know who Rikishi is. Everybody know who Rikishi is. Fat ass and everything. Big ass. My fault. Damn, that sounds derogatory. My fault, y'all. I love everybody. All asses included. But I like the idea, but the company is not going to do that. Like, that's AEW will do some shit like that. But not the E. The E would do just, nah.
Well, do you remember, I don't know if you do remember, but you remember back in Hell in the Cell, I forgot which fucking year it was. I think it was John Cena versus Wade Barrett, right?
They were in Hell in a Cell?
You remember when was it? I think it might have been Hell in the Cell. Well, I don't know. I think it was one of them pay-per-views.
I'm going to let you go.
I remember there was a spot where Cena was laying down next to the ropes. He had got up and someone had ran past and knocked Cena out, and nobody knew who it was because like everyone was dead silent. Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, someone just knocked John Cena out, and he was like laying next against the ropes. You don't remember that?
I'm looking it up right now. No, I don't. But go for it. Keep going.
I was thinking like it could be something like that because no one mentioned like who that was. Now it turned out to be, I think it was Husky Harris, but
What the fuck?
no one knew who he was either.
No, I gotta look this shit up right now.
I think it was Wade. I can't remember if it was Alberto Del Rio or if it was Wade Barrett that he was facing. But I was just thinking like of a spot like something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe
with Zilla.
my mind got the best of me.
But with Zilla, you're saying?
Yeah, like something similar like with Zilla. Like he's the one. Like he spikes Solo.
Maybe. Wait, if he spikes Solo, then that's automatically gonna make Solo like a babyface. Not like a babyface, but he's gonna turn face. Like, if they really...
Yeah.
With the bloodline, look at how, like, it's playing out. It's a slow burn destruction. Like, the Usos are gone. Well, Sammy is gone. The Usos are gone. Next is gonna be Solo. And it's just the perfect way to end everything is gonna be at Mania, where literally Roman is by himself. They're gonna run it back with absolutely no interference at all, and Cody's gonna win. And the Codyverse is gonna happen. Cody's gonna kind of become a heel. When Roman comes back, super over babyface at that point. I would love, like, the story would be beautiful if Jay did win. But right when they announced this was Tribal Combat, which is basically no DQ, I'm like, well, there it is. Solo's gonna get involved. You really can't say shit about it because you can't DQ Roman. So Shenanigans City. I hope the Rikishi thing happens because, I mean, rumor has it like he wanted to be a part of the storyline for a while. I'm like, hell yeah, please. Have Rikishi try to like do some shit with his son. Pause. But incorporate the elders. He's an elder. We all know who he is. Like, that will be beautiful. Now Solo is conflicted. He's going to have to really make a decision. Look at the manipulative bullshit that Roman is doing. Like, son, what are you doing? Dad, you don't get it. That's the tribal chief. I'm going to spike him. I don't know. Maybe do something with Survivor Series at that point. I don't know if they're going to do War Games. Low key. What they should do is go back to the whole SmackDown versus Raw versus NXT, because the one time they did that, it was fucking magical.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But you gotta slow burn the shit out of the bloodline up until Mania. You gotta get Roman by himself for real, for real. It's not ready for, and this is my opinion, it's not, the time is not ready to have Solo turn on Roman quite yet. You really gotta burn on that one. Because it's all about Cody. It's Cody time. It's like fucking Goku and Dragon Ball. It's not called Dragon Ball GT. It's called Dragon Ball Goku time, okay? So it's the Cody show.
Oh, God.
Cody is the guy that is going to dethrone Roman, and he's going to get all that juice. Even though I would love for Jay to get all that juice, they're not going to give it to him, sadly. Because if they would have given it to... Well, I was going to say Sammy. No, just... If it was Jay and Roman at Mania, all day, give it to Jay. But if the rumor is true that they're going to try to do a whole run back of Roman and Cody, I'm like, well, fuck. That telegraphs everything prior to that at that point. Even if Jay does win, it's going to go right back to Roman. And then...
I'd rather that happen.
But then what's the point of like doing the whole Cody Roman thing again? It's just a whatever, all that juice is not going to matter. Because now it's all about the juice of like, this man has been champion for 3+ years. Like, when you do lose, you don't want it to be a quick overturn. That's going to be fucking whack. But, hey, whatever happens, happens. But Roman's going to win.
I know Paul Heyman tired of carrying them damn titles.
Paul Heyman is the GOAT. He was the GOAT before the Bloodline story.
I don't know, man. I'm just like, come on.
You sick of Paul?
Somebody else, please.
Somebody else what?
Please. Somebody else beat Roman.
It's gonna be Cody, dude.
Sick of this.
I'm
not trying to wait another fucking half a fucking decade for Cody to win, just for them to be like, you know what, we're gonna have Roman win at Mania. Yeah.
I mean, he was gonna win anyway. We didn't want that to happen, but he was gonna win anyway because it was gonna be The Rock and Roman. They couldn't get The Rock, so
I meant at Mania.
Which one? 39 or 40?
WrestleMania 40.
Oh, 40. It's
40.
Roman's gonna lose. He's gonna lose.
What if he doesn't?
Well. And here's the thing. Logically, that shouldn't happen. But I could see it happening. If Roman wins at 40, I'm cutting all my shit off. Like, I'm cutting off the TV. If I'm doing a watch party, I'm literally ending it and not saying a goddamn thing. I'm not saying goodnight. I'm not even gonna be pissed. I'm just gonna cut everything off. I'm gonna unplug my whole computer. Like, I don't care. It could fuck up the memory. It could fuck up the hard drive. Don't care. I'm unplugging everything and I'm just going outside. Like, I'm just going for, well, I can't go for a drive with that fucking amount of rage. But no, I'm literally cutting off everything. The stove could be on. I don't care. Leaving that bitch on and just leaving. I don't care. House on fire, ain't got no home. Don't care. Roman's champion. Nothing matters. I could see it happening. That whole meme of like, it's shit. WrestleMania 50. Now the whole world can acknowledge me. Man got white beard now. White hair. Just looking like an old Zeus. Got the intergalactic, cosmic, fucking Milky Way championship. Just, bro. This man is Thanos. Got all the Infinity Stones. And then Cody's gonna be like, for what? What was the point in coming back?
At that point, AEW probably already got them lost and forgotten. Probably not, but
it's gonna be Cody. Cody's gonna be the one to dethrone him. Like, it makes.
I'm sorry I even brought that up.
I love chaos, and you know me, but that one is just like, stop. We can't do this again. It was already bad the first time you didn't call the audible for this year's Mania. Don't do this again. Don't do it again. Because then, literally, a riot is going to happen. Like, for real. Mm-hmm. Like, these keyboard warriors are literally going to get up and cause a riot for this reason. That's not going to look good on television. But, just do what you need to do. Put it on Cody. Yeah. And that's it. And that's all she wrote. Whatever.
Nah, Roman needs to retain.
No, don't do it.
It needs to happen. Now it needs to happen.
Why? Now it needs to happen? No, dude. No, I can't.
If you know what's good for you, give the belt to Jay. Do it!
So you're saying Jay's going to win at SummerSlam, but then Roman's going to retain at Mania. No, so man. Look, no, exactly. That whole sentence don't even sound right.
Oh God.
No, dude.
But look, everyone. This all the time we have today. We gotta go take care of business, edit videos, eat food, cause motherfuckers got shit to do. Okay. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys want to check out Ghost the Rebel and his shenanigans and everything, his merch, go ahead and check him out at...
No, you got me hot, bro. I'm over here sweating now. I'm like, this man could literally retain. I could see it. I don't want to. But anyway, you can follow me. Basically, go to glitchgrave.com. Everything that I do and everything that you would like to know about me is over there. I guess you can follow me on Twitter. I mean, low-key, probably don't, because I'm trying to leave Twitter, low-key. Or X, whatever the fuck they trying to do with that. Don't care. But go to glitchrave.com. Get you some merch today. But if you want to follow the man, the myth, the sage himself, you can follow Rondu at...
You can follow me on Twitter.
X.
Not this bullshit that they call X. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, you can also look me up on Patreon. SonRondue, SONNRONDUE. And also, you can check me out on YouTube as well. I do reactions. And I also play games, so go ahead and check that out. And like that, we are out.